Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with the Wilder team. We're actually going to skip over the Mauler team this week with the addition of patch 1.40 and the new heroes that are coming out, as well as the K-Sauce rework with his ultimate ability. We're going to go ahead and wait a little bit to do the Maulers. So we are going to do the Wilders, and then we'll go through the Graveborn and then the Lightbearers. Hopefully by that time the new patch will be out to run the Maulers for this week. If not, we are going to wait till the patch comes out. So looking at our current team right here, we do have Iran, which is 4 stars, max signature item. We do have Namora, 3 stars, which is at a plus 20. We have plus 20 on Leica for the signature item, 1 star. Tasi, plus 20. Max out Almas, plus 30 at this point. Pretty disappointed with the performance of Almas overall. Still has a lot of survivability issues, even though he is completely maxed out with his signature item. Solus, we're working on. She's at plus 17 right now for her signature item, already up to Ascended. Ideally here, I'm either going possibly Cirrus. I do like Gorvo. Gorvo is going to be a lot more difficult to get copies of, though, as well as Saurus. Again, I would like to see possibly doing Lorzen, depending on the copies that we pull. We have 14,000 diamonds. We have quite a few stones here, so we'll go ahead. It looks like we got 1, which gives us a copy of the Spider Queen. We have 24 rare stones, so get a lot more fodder up there so we can go ahead and continue the ascension of our heroes, and we will level them up. As you've seen, we're on 245 right now, so continuing progress. All right, so let's take a quick look. Stargazer, we do have 10 cards right now, still going for Taylene, so we'll go ahead and we'll use those first. Hopefully we can pull another copy of her, which we did. Look at that, the very last card. And we pulled 2 Wilder cards, so very, very cool. But got another copy of Taylene there, which is very, very lucky. We will start here with our companion summons. We have 1 full summon. So I think here, even over last week, we have 90 summons, which we have an elite right there, which is a copy of Thorin. Very, very good for the Graveborn team. Go ahead and get into our regular summons, which we have 28 scrolls here. We do have, like I said, 14,000 diamonds, as well as 20 of the faction scrolls. So hopefully we'll get some food here for the Wilder team. And I'm hoping for some copies of Saurus. And another elite right there, which is a copy of Screg. So we're getting lucky with some Graveborns and another one. So back to back. Copy of K-Sauce. There we go. We do have a card on the table, and there's another copy of Taylene, which takes her to Elite Plus. Not sure if we do have enough. So we already have her on this account at Legendary. Very, very cool to see. We've gotten really lucky on this account building her. As you can see, we already have her at Legendary. So let's go ahead and continue our summons here. Have 3 more full summons, and then we'll go ahead and get to the faction cards. And still no copies of Saurus, no copies of any Wilders at this point. Which copy of Nara. So we got some Maulers, we got some Graveborn. Unfortunately here with no Wilder love. Let's check the barracks really quick, see if we do have any cards here. Not enough for stones. We're very, very close though. So we'll go ahead, we'll use our card here for the Wilders. Again, still looking for a copy of Saurus. Is a copy of Lorzen. Like I said, I've debated, I hear good things about him, but building a whole team comp around him, not sure if we'll have the ability to as we continue to push the Wilder account. Really got to figure out who we want to build at this point. Oh, it's giving me the bug again where I have to, it's not going to let me combine because heroes I already have. Yeah, it's going to do the bug again. All right, so let me go ahead and restart this. All right, so we got it all restarted. Should go ahead and let me get all of our heroes up here to the ascended levels. We got 1 more summon, so I'm hoping this is going to be a good summons here. And then we might have enough for the barracks because we were pretty close last time, and no rare card there either. So unfortunately, absolutely no love for the Wilders, unless this is going to bring good luck, which is, nope. Copy of Morello, we can go ahead and use our cards here. That way we got some more rare fodder. Let's see who we can get up on the Wilder team. So we do have Tasi, which we are building, so we'll take her to 1 star at this point. So her ability is very, very solid, good S-class hero. And we do have Cirrus, which we have a little bit of fodder. Kaz, I'm probably not going to build. Lorzen, possibly. And again, we didn't get any more copies. We needed a copy of Eron to take him to 5 stars. We needed a copy of Saurus. We didn't get anybody here. So let's go ahead and we'll use our resonating crystal, see where we can level these heroes up to. Right now we're at 245, so this will take them to 246. And I know we have quite a few hero EXP, but I think we're going to run out of essence or gold before we get them leveled up as far as we can. Usually it's the hero essence at this point that we're running out of, so that takes them to 249. So making a ton of progression. And again, hero essence is going to be the stopping point at 249. Still have a significant amount of hero EXP, but that will be the stopping point. So let's go ahead and look. So Eron is our primary hero here, who is our carry. So we'll try. We got 2 attempts to get our Wilder boots. So hopefully off the bat, just went by there, which Leica does have a pair of Wilder boots as well. So we can see as the rotation goes through. Unfortunately, we didn't get them, so we'll stay with the Celestials at this time. All right, so let's see what else we can do. I believe we do have a couple stones here that we can use. Tasi is almost completely decked out there. Let's take a look at the Wilders specifically. So no factions there, so we can get up some of her. I'm not sure if we have some different boots here. Again, we are lacking Wilder gear pretty much across the board with everything. I've been focusing in the shop, trying to get a little bit more Wilder gear. That way we can have the faction-specific items, which we don't have anything at this point. So we'll sit tight with what she has, and then Tasi, I believe, is the same. So we'll go ahead and we'll strengthen her boots. Even though they're Graveborn, we want to get a little bit more haste out of her, which is ideal. So that will go ahead and do it for our stones. Now let's take a look at our signature items. So signature items, we have been focusing on Solus at this point, which we do have, I believe, 1 more level to add there. So that takes her to 18. So if we utilize her in red chests, I'm kind of debating who we're going to use them for, but I think at this point, because mainly Leica and Tasi stay at plus 20, you can push them to 30. Nomura kind of the same. Her plus 30 is okay, but not really a necessity. So I would probably save them at this point, and we'll save for Solus or we'll save for Saurus with the signature item, which I believe I do have 41, if I remember, 41 red chests. So we'll just hold tight with the red chest, and we'll start into the campaign progression on 24-18 at this point. All right, so 24-18, this is where we got stuck last time. And of course, it is because it is a Brutus stage. So let's stick with Solus at this point and see how well we do. Remember, now we're 4 levels higher. Gear's pretty much the same, but again, Almas dies very, very quickly, which is what I've noticed. So the team just absolutely collapses, as you can see right there. So let's try actually using, I think I maybe use Tasi up front, see how that works. I think Thane is just going to destroy her though, which is exactly what happened. So we could even try Nomura in this team comp, so swapping it out for Solus, or possibly see Almas is just taking so much damage there. So I'm thinking maybe we'll swap out Solus. We'll try Nomura at this point, which I believe actually Solus doesn't have any gear. That might be a big player in this, but I'm hoping that Nomura can go ahead and keep the team up and also provide some CC. So her charm ability. And there we got the heal off, so we might be able to, there's the sleep. As long as we can get Brutus down on this one, which his shield is done and he is banished. Another heal, so we got this one done. That's where we got to let the CC really do its work. As you just seen there, 7 million damage from Iran. Primary, we have Leica still doing a lot of damage at this point too. So as long as we can get a couple dodges with Leica, get the armor reduction, which Leica went down again pretty early there. And Namora as well, even with the charm. Golas is very, very tough because of his defense boost. So without having Leica up on this one, just going to take a little while longer to go ahead and burn through the amount of hit points that he brings to the table. So 24-20, dealing with Pharrell and Brutus on this one. So this is going to be a very, very tough stage. Anytime that we're fighting Brutus, especially with the roar, because there goes Leica, as soon as the roar goes off, her defense is negated, and Brutus can just absolutely destroy her at that point. So this is one that I'm hoping we can just swap Almas to the top to put in Leica's place, and then Brutus won't burn her down quite as fast. Isn't essentially what we're hoping to happen. So we'll swap him to the top. In between Warwick and Brutus, Almas being able to take a little bit more damage, which again, that's what I've noticed is his survivability is not really there. And I know Saurus was the same, so at this time Saurus dies a lot being a warrior and not a tanking class. Almas with a maxed out signature item, even at 249, so the team's not that far ahead of us. But again, his survivability, he has a tendency to die really, really fast. As you've seen there. Any of the Brutus battles, if we don't get lucky with the CC, which let's swap out Namora at this point. So we'll actually take off her gear. We'll go with Solus. We'll see how Solus does with this combination. We'll swap Tasi up front. We'll put Solus in. And I'm hoping with the dodge ability of Leica that we can get a little bit of survivability. Almas again goes down, but we do got the Floral Spectre up, which might make a big difference as long as we can get some CC off on Pharrell. And there's the Floral Spectre up again. With the roar. The roar mitigating the dodge is just absolutely destroying us. But there the Floral Spectre did take quite a few hits before it went down, which is the distraction that I've talked about before. Her having the ability to distract the target even one or two if it's bigger swipes, even if it's an ult by chance, it makes a very, very big difference. But again, this team, especially with Brutus just negating the dodge, we just get absolutely destroyed. Let me try swapping maybe him to the bottom. And again, I'm hoping that Almas can hold a little bit. Even their banish, we banish Pharrell on that point. Yeah, we just need to get some CC on Brutus. Let's go ahead and swap Iran to the top. So we can pull Brutus. We got a root there on him, but it looks like we're going to pop his immunity shield pretty early. Got to sleep, but that's not going to affect Brutus, but it looks like we might get this one down. It's going to be real close. We got it. Look at that. Tasi pulled it out. 4.56 million. Like I said, Solus does a lot of damage as we are quarter of the way through this stage at this point. So let's go ahead. We know Sylvana is going to come right over to Solus, which absolutely destroyed her. But if we can get some CC down, especially on Isabella, which she's going to be immune to CC because she was casting. We're going to get destroyed on that one. I think I put Solus up front. Just like this, because we know where Sylvana's going. I was hoping we could get a couple more seconds out of her to actually survive, but also pick up Chimera at that point. Which Chimera just destroyed Iran. Stages are definitely getting significantly more difficult. And Isabella is just destroying Iran, even though we got the sleep. Might be able to get this one as long as we can get a couple heals up on Iran. Tasi with the banish. Come right to the top to take out Isabella. Perfect. 5.8 million damage there. Again, Sylvana is going to come right over to Solus, which absolutely takes her out. So I think with these matches, we're going to have to swap in Namora again for Solus. And look at that, a perfect tornado goes all the way to the bottom, but having Kaz in the top. Not sure with the dodge if we're going to be able to get him, which we did. If we can freeze Chimera, which she's a little bit too low. Tornado was a little bit off on that one, but Tasi gets it done again. 7 million damage and nothing from Solus. Hopefully it's not a Savannah. Nope, not a Savannah battle, so we can put Leica up front to fight Golas. And there's the Floral Spectre right in the middle, starting to do damage to the entire team as it rains, which they actually killed the Floral Spectre at that point. But even without the Floral Spectre, she still does a lot of damage. 2.2 million damage there. Again, we got Sylvana that's coming right over to Solus. One hit and just got absolutely destroyed again. Which a perfect sleep. Everyone's grouped together. Oh, Iran got banished. What a clutch banish. Another sleep though. If we can get the tornado going, should be able to get this one. It looks like Tassi's banished at the point, but we got it. Another stage done. 24-24 as we continue the progression here through the chapter. This one shouldn't be too bad as long as we can get some CC up on the back line and Iran to ult. Which even there, Leica does so much damage after her rework. And look at the rain coming down from Solus. Floral Spectre doing a lot of damage there. 3.26 million. Solus does a lot of damage. If you haven't noticed by now, she does a significant amount of damage. But they do take out that Floral Spectre very, very early. But even without it, she does a significant amount of damage. I'm thinking we're going to have one on somebody on Arden at this point. But Belinda, right there, we got her banished. Again, Floral Spectre's up in the bottom. We're just getting a lot of CC and a lot of roots on our team here. We do have a sleep. The Floral Spectre is just bombing everybody there. And Tasi gets it done again. 6.28 million damage. Absolutely crazy with the amount of damage that Solus is doing. And I cannot wait to get her signature item up higher, especially if she's having a 50% health increase to the Floral Spectre to not only, again, be the distraction, but also have it survivability, having it actually up when she can ult will make her so much more powerful at this stage. That and Almas. Having a tank, I hope Cirrus is going to make a very, very big difference, or Gorvo, depending who we got. Cirrus, the CC, same with Gorvo, just the amount of CC that they bring can be very, very powerful to this team comp. 4.2 million, 2.67 from Solus. 24-29. And again, another Brutus stage. Usually if we can get some CC up on Brutus, that's the way that we can defeat these stages. But if he's allowed to just run rampant, which there we go, we got the Floral Spectre, which took some of the damage off of the team to complete this stage with no problem. 24-30. Again, fighting Arden and Kaz. So fighting kind of the Wilder team. And as you can see, the Almas is actually staying up on this one. But looking back, if you're starting a Wilder team or if you're using Wilders, Almas would not be my first choice. I know we had a choice between Cirrus and Almas when we started so long ago. Cirrus would be my choice versus using Almas. Now looking back, just the amount of survivability, the hit points, the knockback. What we were concerned about originally was Cirrus pushing all the enemies back and then Iran having to pull them all together or not having them stacked to do the slowing effect. But as you can see, Cirrus makes a very, very big difference on the team comps here. We'll try to take out Arden. I'm just hoping that, again, with the roots. Floral Spectre's up again. So we got Arden down. Got Ira. Hopefully, if we can get some CC, which again, I've noticed a lot of the times, and it's kind of bugged me a little bit with Iran, is if the heroes, just like that, is kind of off-center, a majority of the time, his tornado won't hit them. It'll push them down slightly, and then it'll go, the tornado itself will just kind of buzz right through the whole pack and won't hit the hero that he casts the tornado on, which is a little bit disappointing, but that's what I have seen a lot of the times. So let's give this one more go, and then we'll swap in Namora, take Solus out, and see if that'll make a difference with the CC aspect of it. We got to sleep. If we can get the ultimate and freeze everybody, which even there, Kaz, we couldn't freeze. All right, so let's go ahead and swap out. Again, we'll swap out Solus, putting Namora back in. We'll see how well she'll perform. Just because I think the little bit of added healing as well as the charm ability, and Namora just got destroyed there. Didn't even take a second. Took, I think, one hit, and she was just absolutely destroyed. Let's try her on the bottom, though, so let's swap her for actually Tasi. So Namora is charmed. But there's the heal, which makes the big, big difference on this team. Even though we got a heal, Leica still went down, but another CC there. And Arden does a lot of damage too, but we should have this one down, especially with the heal right there. Very nice. 24-31. Again, fighting Kaz. A lot of heroes similar to Kaz, very, very tough when you fight them in the campaign stages. When you use them as a hero, very, very underperforming. I have Kaz actually ascended on my main account. Does not do well at all. But then just like a lot of heroes, just like the Almas Namora combo, when you fight them in the actual stages, they just destroy because of the levels that they have. The levels above you. Same with Warwick that I've noticed. Boss stage 24-32. Hopefully we'll pull in Arden and Leica, which we do. Almas has taken so much damage from Ira in the bottom. We got the armor break. Asleep will be perfect if we can get Arden down. And CC is what wins this game, guys. Namora goes down pretty quick there, but we still got the boss stage done. So very nice. 6.72, 2.7 million damage there from Tasi. So she does a significant amount of damage, as you've noticed. Finishing a lot of stages by herself, still being alive. And again, another Brutus combination. Very, very tough to deal with the shield. 2 hits from Savius took out Almas. 1 hit from Savius took out Namora. So short of having a little more CC, which this team will actually swap. Let's swap back to Soulless. Just because I want to see how well she performs. It seems like she does a little bit better on the Brutus stages, and I think it's because of the damage she brings. So having the ability to pop his shield a little bit earlier than we normally would. And again, went down really, really fast there with Almas. I don't think we haven't even popped Brutus's shield yet. Let's try swapping. Maybe Leica will get lucky with some dodges here. Which survived about the same. About 3 hits. Double CC there. Almost went deep root. A little bit of heal, a little bit of CC. And again, here comes Brutus's whirlwind, but he didn't roar before it. There's the roar. Took down Iran, took down Almas. It's going to be close on this one. Let's see if Tasi can pull this one out. Nope, not on that one. All right, so give it one more try here. And we'll give it a couple more goes, and we'll see if we can actually get this one down. Because again, the Brutus stages, we just get absolutely destroyed, as you can see. All right, so after a lot of attempts with the Wilder team, unfortunately we couldn't push any more progression past 24-33. Brutus is still just absolutely dominating this team. Building another tank like Cirrus might have its benefit just because we can actually do a little more CC on Brutus, and a tank that can hold him. Almas cannot hold him at all. Almas versus Brutus just absolutely destroys him, so we'll go ahead and we will collect up our loot here, which we finished 24-20. And 24, so we got through 3 or 4 boss stages, so pushing about 12 to 15 stages of progression. So 24-33 is where it will conclude it for the Wilders for today. Let me know who you're thinking about building next. I like Cirrus, I like Saurus. Saurus will be used for the bosses, so we will build him, but looking at Cirrus as having another tank as well as Lorison. So again, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know which Wilders you guys are using. And which one I should really go with. I haven't used either of them, neither Cirrus nor Lorison, to any aspect to see how well they perform. And as always, thank you guys for watching.